Hello friends, I am Advocate Shahla Javed. Today my topic is the Sindh Factories Act 2015. This act especially made for the safety and protection of labor in a factory. Though all the labor laws are made for the welfare of workers. So, the Sindh Factories Act defines factory as any premises which is used for making, altering, repairing, packing, pumping oil, water or transforming or transmitting the parts. So, all these it's come under the definition of a factory if the place is used for any of this process. So, there are two kinds of factories, and ordinary factories which work during the whole year, and the other is seasonal factory. Seasonal factory is specially it engaged for certain work like cotton or jute pressing, fruit processing, rice husking, and other certain seasonal type of work. So, but the seasonal factory must not engage more than 180 days in an year. And in the factory, this Factory Act ensures certain rights to the employees, and there are the duties to the employer to make sure the safety and the security. And what are those certain rights? So, first come to the workers. They are divided under some headings like the child. Who is a child? Child who has not completed 14 years of age and he is not allowed to work in any factory. Adolescent who has completed 14 years of age but not completed 18 years of age. Now, he is a minor, so certain rights are given for the protection of adolescent. The manager of or the employer of a factory, he will keep a separate register for the adolescents who are working in a factory. So, it will give the detail, the name of adolescent, his age, the nature of duty he is going to perform in a factory. So that the basic idea is that the nature of duty or duties he is going to perform, that must be according to his capabilities, as definitely his physical strength is not equal to the adult. So, the separate register would be maintained for the adolescent, and the timings are also the different, that the adolescent is required to work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, come towards the adult. Who is an adult? Adult is a person who has completed his 18 years of age. But he can also work only for 8 hours in a day and for the 48 hours in a week. The adult has also certain rights during the working hours, that if he continuously work for 6 hours, so he is entitled to take the rest for 1 hour. And if he is working for continuously 5 hours, so he is entitled to work for half an hour. So, that rest must be given to adult person as well. And the women, if a woman is working in a factory, he is required to work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But if the woman is working in the shifts, so she can work in a factory till 10 p.m., but with the condition that it is her right that the employer will give him the facility of transportation. And as far as the women are concerned, if they are working in a factory, so it is the duty of employer that they will arrange a separate room for the women and keep it maintained for their children under the age of 6 years. Come to the other rights, the leave, how many annual leaves, holidays they have. all the employees in a factory, they are entitled for the 14 annual holidays, and they are entitled for 10 casual leaves and 16 sick leave with the full pay. And as far as the women are concerned, they are entitled for the maternity leave according to the maternity law. Now, come towards the notice of inspector, this section 10 to the notice of inspector. Keeping in view the safety and security and all the precautions to ensure the protection of the workers. So, this is very important that the notice to inspector before the commencement of work, before the factory shall start its working, it is required under law that they will give a notice to the inspector. Now, in the notice they will give the detail of factory, its place, addresses, and what kind of work they are, what kind of manufacturing or what kind of work they are going to do in their factory. And who are inspectors? Chapter 2 deals with the inspecting staff. This is very important, that inspecting staff, the chief inspector and other inspector, they are the government can appoint any person as inspector, but the inspector cannot appoint in that area where he has some personal interest. So, interest in any way, whether regarding a factory or the factory material or any kind of interest. So, the purpose behind that is the personal interest of inspector may not come in conflict with the interest of workers. So, the inspector, it is the duty of inspector to inspect the factories, to check whether the for the implementation of this law in its true sense and spirit. Now, there are several sections in the Factory Act which deals with the what we call the health and safety of a worker. So, the section 16 deal with disposal of waste, and 17 section deal with ventilation and temperature. So, that if the temperature is very high, so naturally it will affect the health of worker. So, to keep to maintain the temperature, the proper ventilation is required, and all the measures must be taken to keep the temperature and the ventilation in a way that all the workers are comfortable in that environment. And other section deals with the proper lighting, the proper overcrowding must not be there. Now, the very important section, section 29. Section 29 deals with the precautions in case of fire. You must have remembered the incident of Baldia factory, where I think more than 250 or 260 person they lost their life, and in Mehran town in a chemical factory, again I think more than 16 workers they lost their life, just because there was no exit in case of fire. There was no fire apparatus, there were no any kind of exit to escape. The people cannot escape, they cannot save their life, even they have a time if there was an exit, I think many lives can be saved. So, this is very important, because in factories, you know, the factories are very risky place, especially if the factory is doing some kind of function which deals with high inflammable material and some kind of explosive material or chemical, they are dealing with the chemical. So, there is every opportunity, every risk of incident, fire incident. So, it is not something unusual. So, that is very important. Section 29, you know, subsection of 29 1, subsection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they all deal with escape in case of fire. All these sections they they are meant to ensure the escape or the safe exit. They provide that safe exit can be provided in case of an accident of fire or in emergency. So, what they said? So, these all these sections they tell us about that door should not be locked or they are fastened in such a way that they can easily and immediately they can be opened from inside. So, it tells us about how would be the doors, there would be no bars on the windows, it should be so easy, the doors can be opened in such an easy way that in case of emergency everybody can open it. It must not be so technical or in such a way that the people take time to open the door and they can get outside from that place. So, it is specially written that the doors must not be locked and fastened in such a way that they can easily open from inside, and the doors and windows and any other exit which can be used as an escape in case of accident or in case of fire. So, they are marked with the red letters in that language which is understandable to the majority of workers. So, if if some exit or if some door or window or anything which is not used in the ordinary circumstances for the entrance or exit, but in case of fire that can be used. So, write in the words so that every worker must be familiar with that exit. So, it is the duty of employer to write in red letters or in the language which is understandable to all the workers. And there must be section 7, subsection 7 said that explosive or highly inflammable material where they are using in that portion, the worker which are working in that section or in that floor where this kind of material is used. So, the person must be trained, they must knew how to handle the situation and they must be trained in case of emergency. So, they already trained to face that accident, because when you are working with highly inflammable material, so every chance of accident is there. So, they must knew the ways or they must be familiar with the process and they must familiar with all those emergency exits and how to use the apparatus. So, all safety measures and they must be equipped with the knowledge of how to handle the situation. And the third, the last one is that the fire fighting apparatus must be in the factory, so that in case the lives of worker can be saved. So, I think if only the section 29 was implemented in its true spirit, the incident like Baldia town and factory in a Baldia town and the incident of Meran town, they may not have happened. So, in future Allah save all of us from any kind of this incidents, and we pray that this must be the last incident. And the Factory Act is a very comprehensive law, and there are many sections which deals with the health, safety, security and penalties are there. So, I always say that we do not need the new laws, but we need to implement the law in its true sense. And I think it clarifies, and if there is any question you can ask me in comment box. Till next video, Allah Hafiz.